Hey, welcome back. Now, before we start today, I want to ask you something. Have you ever been in a conversation in English and someone asked you a simple question and your brain just stopped? Nothing. Completely blank. You smiled, you nodded, and you had no idea what to say?
Thomas, you just described my entire life. Someone asks me, how's it going? And I'm standing there thinking, is this a medical question? Do they want my full life story? What is the correct answer here?
Exactly. And that's why today's episode is so important. We're going to go through the most common English questions, the ones you hear every single day. And we're going to give you the best, most natural answers. So stay with us. This episode could change everything.
No pressure, though. Just everything.
Just everything, yes. All right, let's dive in. Okay, Grace, let's start with the very basics, the most common question in the English language. Are you ready?
I was born ready. Ask me.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
There it is, the classic robot answer. I'm fine, thank you, and you. Every English learner learns this on day one. And listen, it's not wrong, but it sounds a little stiff, a little formal, like you're answering a questionnaire, not talking to a friend.
Right. So what should I say instead?
Great question. So here are some natural, relaxed ways to answer, how are you? And I want you, listening right now, to repeat these with us. Ready?
Let's go.
Number 1, I'm doing great, thanks. Let's say that together. I'm doing great, thanks.
I'm doing great, thanks. That feels much more natural.
It does, right? Number 2, pretty good, how about you? Say it.
Pretty good. How about you? Oh, I like that. Short, friendly, and you're immediately asking the other person too.
Exactly. That's the key, Grace. A conversation is not a one-way street. When someone asks how you are, it's polite and natural to ask them back. How about you? Or and you? These small phrases keep the conversation moving.
Okay, so what if things are not great? What if it's a Monday morning and you did not sleep well and you spilled coffee on your shirt?
A very specific Monday morning, Grace.
I'm speaking from experience.
Okay, so when things are not perfect, here are some honest but polite answers. You can say, not bad, thanks. That means things are okay, not great, but I'm surviving. Or you can say, a little tired, but I'm good. That's very natural. Or my personal favorite, could be better, but I'm not complaining.
Could be better, but I'm not complaining. Ooh, that's interesting. So what does that mean exactly?
It means, yes, things could be better in my life right now, but I'm choosing not to complain about it. It sounds mature, a little funny, and very natural. Native speakers say this all the time.
I love it. Let me repeat it. Could be better, but I'm not complaining.
Perfect. And one more. If you're having a really fantastic day, you can say, I'm on top of the world, which means you feel amazing. Or simply, I couldn't be better, meaning life is perfect right now.
I love I couldn't be better. It's like saying you can't improve on this. Maximum happiness achieved.
Exactly. Maximum happiness achieved. Okay, so after how are you, what usually comes next in a conversation, Grace?
Usually something like, what have you been up to? Or what's new with you?
Yes, exactly. And these questions terrify English learners, am I right?
Oh, absolutely. What have you been up to? I used to panic because I thought I needed to have something really interesting to say. Like, oh, I climbed a mountain last weekend. I wrote a book. I learned how to fly a helicopter.
Yes, but in real life, the answer is usually much more simple. What have you been up to is just another way of asking, what have you been doing lately? And the truth is, you don't need an exciting answer. You just need a real one.
So what's a good answer?
So here are some natural everyday answers. You can say, oh, not much, just working and relaxing. That's perfect, simple and real. Or, I've been pretty busy lately, actually. Or, same old, which is a great phrase meaning nothing has really changed in my life.
Same old, same old. I love that. It's so honest. Let me repeat it. Same old, same old.
Right. And another common one, I've just been taking it easy. That means relaxing, not doing anything too intense. Taking it easy.
Taking it easy. That's a beautiful phrase. I want to be someone who takes it easy.
Yes, don't we all? Okay, Grace, let's look at another very common small talk question. How was your weekend?
Ooh, okay. So how do I answer that?
Well, it depends on your weekend. If it was good, you can say, "It was really nice, thanks. I went out with some friends." Or, "It was great. I finally got some rest." That word finally is very natural here. It shows you really needed that rest.
And if the weekend was bad?
Then you can say, "Honestly, it was a bit rough." Or, "It wasn't the best, but I'm okay." Or my favorite, "Don't ask."
Don't ask. That's so funny and so real.
Right? Don't ask is a very casual way of saying, "My weekend was terrible and I don't want to talk about it." But you say it with a smile, so it sounds funny, not dramatic.
Okay, I need everyone listening to repeat this phrase. Don't ask. Say it like you're a little tired and a little funny. Don't ask.
Perfect. Now, for all of you listening right now, if you're enjoying this episode, please hit that like button. It really helps us reach more English learners around the world. And subscribe if you haven't already. We post new episodes every week, just like this one.
Yes, and leave us a comment below. Tell us, what's the English phrase or question that confuses you the most? We might make a whole episode about it.
All right, let's move into personal questions. These are questions people ask when they want to know more about you. And these can feel more challenging because they require longer answers.
Like, what kind of questions?
For example, where are you from? This sounds simple, right? But so many learners get nervous because they think they need to say something perfect.
Right. I've seen people freeze completely when someone asks where they're from, which is funny because you know where you're from. That's information you definitely have.
Yes, exactly. You were there, you know this. So let's practice a natural answer. If someone asks, "Where are you from?" you can say simply, "I'm from country." That's perfect. But to make it more natural, you can add a little more. For example, "I'm from Mexico, but I've been living here for 2 years." Or, "I'm originally from Brazil, but I grew up in Canada."
Oh, I like the word originally. It adds so much information with just one word.
Exactly. Originally means that's where I was born or grew up, but things have changed since then. It's a very useful word. Say it with me, originally.
Originally.
Great. Now let's look at another personal question. What do you do? Or what do you do for a living?
Oh, this one. I used to say I am a teacher and then just stop. Full stop. Nothing else.
And that's fine, it's not wrong, but you can make it much more interesting with just a tiny bit more. For example, "I'm a teacher. I teach English to high school students." Or, "I work in marketing. Basically, I help companies promote their products online." That phrase, basically, is so useful because it helps you explain something complicated in simple words.
Basically, let me say that. I work in marketing. Basically, I help companies promote their products.
Beautiful. And what if you don't have a job right now? Maybe you're a student, or between jobs, or you're a parent who stays home. There's no shame in any of that, and there's a natural way to say it. You can say, "I'm a student at the moment," or "I'm currently looking for work," or "I'm a stay-at-home parent. I've got 2 kids, so that's basically a full-time job."
That's basically a full-time job. Yes, being a parent is a full-time job, a very exhausting one.
Absolutely. Respect to all the parents listening.
Now, Thomas, what about this question? Are you married or do you have kids? Some people find this very personal.
Yes, great point. In some cultures, these are very normal questions. In others, they feel very private. In English, especially in Western culture, it's okay to give a simple answer and not go into too much detail if you don't want to. You can say, "Yes, I'm married. We've been together for 5 years." Or, "No, I'm single, enjoying life."
Enjoying life. I love that answer. It's confident and positive.
Right. And if you don't want to answer at all, you can say politely, "Oh, I'd rather keep that private, actually." Or just change the subject smoothly. That's also a skill. Let me repeat that phrase. I'd rather keep that private. Very polite, very direct.
I'd rather keep that private. That's such a good phrase. Let's say it again. Everyone listening, repeat after us. I'd rather keep that private.
Now we move to one of my favorite types of questions, opinion questions. These are questions like, "What do you think about?" or "What's your favorite?" These are great for conversation because everyone has opinions.
Oh, yes, and opinions are something you can always talk about, even if your grammar isn't perfect. The important thing is to express yourself.
Exactly. So let's say someone asks you, what's your favorite food? How do you answer that naturally?
Well, you don't just say the food, you explain why. I love pasta because it's so comforting. Or my favorite food is sushi. I could eat it every day.
Perfect. That phrase, I could eat it every day, is very natural and expressive. It means you love it so much you'd never get tired of it. Let's repeat. I could eat it every day.
I could eat it every day. For me, that's chocolate. Just saying.
Same, honestly. Now, what about this question? What do you think about topic? For example, what do you think about learning English online?
So to answer an opinion question, it's important to have a structure. You state your opinion, then give a reason.
Exactly. And here are some great phrases to introduce your opinion. You can say, I think that, or in my opinion, or personally I feel that, or to be honest, which signals you're about to say something sincere.
And what if you're not sure? What if you have mixed feelings?
Great question. If you're not sure, you can say, that's a tough one, which means it's a difficult question. Or, I'm not sure actually. I can see both sides. That phrase, I can see both sides, means you understand the arguments for and against something.
I can see both sides. That's a really mature phrase. Very balanced. Let me repeat it. I can see both sides.
And here's a really useful phrase for when you disagree with someone but you want to stay polite. I see your point, but I think. So you're not saying they're wrong. You're acknowledging their view first, then sharing yours. I see your point, but I think.
Oh, that's gold. I see your point, but I think. Say it one more time, Thomas.
I see your point, but I think. For example, I see your point, but I think learning English in a classroom has its advantages too. Very natural, very polite.
So to summarize, when someone asks your opinion, use phrases like, I think that, personally I feel, to be honest, I can see both sides, and I see your point, but I think.
Brilliant summary, Grace. Now, let's talk about preference questions. Would you rather questions? These are so common in English conversation and also in English exams.
Oh, yes. Would you rather live in the city or the countryside?
Exactly. So the structure to answer is, I'd rather choice because reason. For example, I'd rather live in the city because I love the energy and there's always something to do.
I'd rather live in the city because I love the energy. Let me practice. I'd rather live in the countryside because it's peaceful and I love nature.
Perfect answer, Grace. Natural grammar, clear reason. Now you try. Everyone listening, pick one, city or countryside. Start your answer with I'd rather and give one reason. Pause the video if you need to. We'll wait.
Did you do it? Great job. Keep practicing that structure.
Now, here's a skill that many intermediate learners need but rarely practice. Asking for clarification. This means asking someone to repeat or explain something because you didn't understand.
And this is so important because in real conversations, things happen fast. People speak quickly, they use slang, they mumble, and you need to be able to say, wait, can you say that again? Without feeling embarrassed.
Exactly. And here's the truth. Native speakers ask for clarification all the time. It's completely normal. There is no shame in saying, I didn't quite catch that.
I didn't quite catch that. That's such a good phrase. Catch here means understand or hear. I didn't catch what you said. Let's repeat it. I didn't quite catch that.
Good. Here are more phrases for clarification. You can say, sorry, could you repeat that? Very polite, very common. Or could you say that again, please? Also very polite. Or for when you heard the words but you didn't understand the meaning, sorry, what do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that? That's a really useful one. It's not saying I didn't hear you. It's saying I heard you, but I don't fully understand.
Exactly. And another good one, could you explain that a bit more? A bit more means a little more, so you want more information, more detail. Or if someone speaks too fast, sorry, could you slow down a little? And a good native speaker will always be happy to do that.
And can we talk about this? Because some learners feel embarrassed to ask, could you slow down? They think, will the person be annoyed?
Great point. The answer is almost never. In fact, most people appreciate it when you're honest. It's much better to say, sorry, could you slow down, than to nod and smile and have absolutely no idea what's happening.
Guilty. I've done so much nodding and smiling in English conversations. Just nodding, completely lost, nodding.
We've all done it. But with these phrases, you don't have to anymore. Let's review them quickly. Repeat after us.
I didn't quite catch that.
Could you repeat that, please?
What do you mean by that?
Could you explain that a bit more?
Sorry, could you slow down a little?
Excellent. Those 5 phrases right there could save you in so many real-life situations. Remember them.
Okay, Grace, let's move to future plans. People love asking about the future. What are you planning to do? Or do you have any plans for the holidays? Or what do you want to do with your life?
That last one. What do you want to do with your life?
Relax, I'm still figuring it out.
Right, we're all figuring it out. Okay, so let's look at these questions. What are your plans for the weekend? A very common question on a Friday.
So you can say, I'm planning to. That's a great structure. I'm planning to visit my family. Or I'm thinking of going to the beach. Thinking of means you have an idea, but you're not 100% sure yet.
Good. And what if you have no plans? What if your plans are absolutely nothing?
Then you can say, I haven't made any plans yet. Or honestly, I'm just going to stay home and relax. That is a completely valid answer. Don't be embarrassed by a quiet weekend.
Absolutely. And here's a fun phrase for no plans. I'm going to take it easy this weekend. Remember, take it easy means to relax and do nothing too intense. Or I'm just going to go with the flow, which means you'll see what happens, no fixed plan.
Go with the flow. I love that. Let's say it together. I'm just going to go with the flow.
I'm just going to go with the flow. Beautiful phrase. Very natural, very relaxed.
Now, what about bigger future questions, like career goals or life plans?
If someone asks, where do you see yourself in 5 years, which is a very common question, especially in job interviews, you can answer, I'd like to be, or I hope to, or my goal is to. These phrases show ambition without sounding arrogant.
For example, I'd like to be working in my own business in 5 years. Or I hope to have improved my English enough to work internationally. Ooh, I like that one.
That's a great answer. And notice, it's not just I want to speak English better. It connects English improvement to a real-life goal, working internationally. That makes the answer much more powerful and interesting.
Let's repeat these future phrases. I'm planning to. I'm thinking of. I'd like to. I hope to. My goal is to. And I'm going to go with the flow.
Perfect. Say one of those phrases right now and finish the sentence with your own goal. Pause the video and do it. Seriously, even 30 seconds of speaking practice makes a huge difference. Now let's talk about past experience questions. These are questions about things you have done or haven't done. For example, have you ever been to place? Or have you ever tried food or activity?
Oh, have you ever questions? These use the present perfect tense, right?
Exactly. Have you ever plus past participle. So, for example, have you ever been to Paris? Or have you ever eaten sushi? Or have you ever spoken English with a native speaker?
And to answer, you say, yes, I have, or no, I haven't. But of course, to be more natural, you add more detail.
Right. So if you have done it, yes, I have. I went to Paris last year and it was absolutely beautiful. If you haven't, no, I haven't, but I'd really love to go someday. That addition, but I'd really love to, shows interest and keeps the conversation going.
No, I haven't, but I'd really love to. Let's say that. No, I haven't, but I'd really love to.
Perfect. And here's a really natural phrase when you're not sure. I think I might have, but I'm not sure. Or when you tried something once. I did once, actually. That word actually often signals that something is a little surprising.
I did once, actually. That sounds so natural. Like, oh, funny you mention it.
Exactly. Let's look at more past questions. What was the best trip you ever took? Tell me about a time when you were really proud of yourself. What was the most difficult thing you've ever done?
These are great storytelling questions. And to tell a story in English naturally, you use past tenses, of course, but also connectors like first, then, after that, in the end.
Yes, these connectors make your story flow beautifully. So, for example, if someone asks, tell me about a time you were proud of yourself, you could say, well, I remember when I got my first job. First, I was really nervous. Then I prepared really hard for the interview. After that, I went in and did my best. And in the end, I got the job. I was so proud.
That is such a clear, natural story. First, then, after that, in the end. Let's repeat those connectors. First, then, after that, in the end.
Use these in your next story in English. They will make you sound so much more fluent. Now, Grace, let's talk about something really practical. What do you say when someone asks for your advice or when they're describing a problem?
This is tricky because sometimes people just want to vent. They want you to listen. And sometimes they actually want advice. It's important to know the difference.
That's such a good point. And in English, you can actually ask which one they want. You can say, do you want advice or do you just want to talk? That's very direct and very caring. Or more softly, I'm here if you want to talk about it.
I'm here if you want to talk about it. That's so kind. Let's say it. I'm here if you want to talk about it.
Now, for giving advice, here are great phrases. If I were you, I would. This is a very natural way to give advice. Have you tried? Suggesting something they might not have considered. Maybe you could try. A gentle suggestion. And it might be worth for a more careful recommendation.
Let me give an example. Imagine a friend says, I'm really stressed about my English exam. I can say, if I were you, I would practice a little every day instead of studying for many hours at once. Or, have you tried listening to English podcasts? Or, it might be worth asking your teacher for extra help.
Perfect examples. All very natural, all very helpful. Now, what if someone asks you for advice and you're not sure what to say? You can say, that's a tough one, meaning it's a difficult situation. Or, I'm not sure, but maybe, honest and humble. Or, that sounds really hard. I'm not sure I'm the best person to advise on this, but...
I love that last one. It's honest. You're saying you might not be the expert, but you're still trying to help.
Exactly. And sometimes the best thing you can say is, I think you should trust yourself on this one. Very encouraging.
I think you should trust yourself on this one. Beautiful. Let's repeat our advice phrases. If I were you, I would. Have you tried? Maybe you could try. It might be worth. I'm not sure, but maybe.
Let's talk about another very common conversation topic, daily life and routines. People ask things like, what time do you usually wake up? Or what do you do to relax? Or how do you spend your evenings?
These feel easy, but people still get stuck because they want to give the perfect answer instead of a natural one.
Right. So let's just practice being natural. Grace, what do you do to relax?
Oh, okay, let me answer naturally. To be honest, I love watching series on TV, especially drama series. And I also like going for walks when the weather is nice. It really clears my head.
Perfect. Notice what Grace did. She answered with, to be honest, natural opener. She gave 2 examples, and she ended with a reason. It clears my head. That phrase means it helps you think clearly, removes stress.
It clears my head. Let's say that. Going for a walk really clears my head.
Beautiful. Now, Thomas, how do you spend your mornings?
Wait, I ask you now? Go for it. Thomas, how do you spend your mornings?
Well, honestly, I'm not a morning person, so my mornings are a bit slow. I usually make a coffee first, that's non-negotiable, and then I check my messages. After that, I try to do something productive, like read or exercise. But some days I just sit there and stare into space for 20 minutes.
Stare into space. We all do that. That phrase means you're looking at nothing, just daydreaming. Stare into space.
Exactly. So you see, a natural answer doesn't have to be perfect or impressive. It just has to be real and honest. And these kinds of answers make conversations interesting.
Now let's practice a few more daily life phrases. I usually, I tend to, I'm not really a morning/night person, I try to. Some days
Great. And I tend to. Let's focus on this. I tend to means I usually do. It's a slightly more sophisticated way to express your habits. I tend to stay up late on weekends. I tend to eat a big breakfast. Very natural.
I tend to get distracted very easily. That's very true for me.
Same, honestly. Okay, let's try one more. I'm not really a morning person. Say that. I'm not really a morning person.
I'm not really a morning person.
And the opposite. I'm definitely a morning person. I love getting up early.
I'm definitely a morning person. I cannot say that. It feels like a lie. That's very true for me.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay, we're coming to the end, but I want to talk about something really useful. What to do when you get a question in English and you don't know the answer, or you need time to think.
This is so important because in real conversations, you're not given 30 seconds to prepare. The question comes and you need to respond.
Exactly. And the worst thing you can do is freeze and say nothing. Instead, use what we call filler phrases or thinking phrases. These are short phrases that give you time to think without the conversation stopping awkwardly.
Oh, I know some of these, like well at the start of a sentence.
Yes, well is one of the most natural starters in English. It says, I'm thinking, I have an answer, give me a moment. Other great ones, let me think about that for a second. Or, that's a good question actually, which buys you a moment and also makes the other person feel good about their question.
Smart. That's a good question, actually. Let me practice saying that very naturally. That's a good question, actually.
Perfect. Other thinking phrases, to be honest. You know what, I think, off the top of my head, which means your first thought without deeply thinking about it. Off the top of my head, I'd say...
Off the top of my head. That's a wonderful phrase. It sounds so natural. Off the top of my head, I'd say the best English movie is probably The King's Speech.
Great example. And one more. I'm not entirely sure, but, which is honest and natural. You don't have to pretend to know everything. Being honest actually makes you sound more confident, not less.
That's such an important point. So let's review all the thinking phrases. Repeat after us. Well, let me think about that. That's a good question, actually. To be honest, off the top of my head, I'm not entirely sure, but...
These little phrases can transform your conversations. You'll sound more confident, more natural, and more like a real English speaker.
Okay, we've covered so much today. Let's do a quick review of everything.
Excellent idea. Let's go through it fast.
Greeting questions. Instead of just, I'm fine, thank you, and you, try, I'm doing great, thanks. Or, pretty good, how about you? Or, could be better, but I'm not complaining.
Small talk. Same old, same old. I've been taking it easy. Don't ask.
Personal questions. I'm originally from, I work in, basically I'd rather keep that private.
Opinion phrases. I think that. Personally, I feel. I can see both sides. I see your point, but I think.
Preference. I'd rather because.
Clarification. I didn't quite catch that. Could you slow down a little? What do you mean by that?
Future plans. I'm planning to. I'm thinking of. I'm going to go with the flow.
Past experiences. Have you ever? Yes, I have. I went. No, I haven't, but I'd love to.
Story connectors. First, then, after that, in the end.
Advice. If I were you, I would. Have you tried? It might be worth.
Daily life. I tend to. It clears my head. I'm not really a morning person.
And thinking phrases. Well, that's a good question, actually. Off the top of my head, I'm not entirely sure, but...
Wow, that's a lot of phrases, but they're all so natural and so useful.
All right, everyone, now it's your turn. We're going to ask you some of these questions, and we want you to answer out loud. Seriously, pause the video, answer out loud, and then press play again. Speaking practice, even alone, is incredibly powerful.
Question 1. How are you today? Really, how are you right now? Answer with a complete sentence and a reason.
Question 2. What have you been up to lately? Give us at least 2 sentences.
Question 3. What's your favorite way to relax? Tell us what you do and why.
Question 4. Have you ever spoken English in a real situation outside of class or YouTube? Tell us what happened. Use first, then, in the end.
Question 5. Where do you see yourself in 3 years? Use I'd like to or I hope to.
These are great conversation practice questions. Say your answers out loud. Write them down. Record yourself. Whatever works for you.
Thomas, this episode was amazing. I feel like I could go talk to anyone in English right now.
That's the goal. And you know what? You absolutely could. You have the vocabulary, you have the phrases, you just need to use them. The only way to get better at speaking English is to actually speak English. Don't wait until you're ready. You're already ready.
Don't wait until you're ready. I love that. Because ready never really comes. You just have to start.
Exactly. And we are so proud of everyone who showed up for this episode. Whether you're cooking dinner right now, sitting on the bus, studying at your desk, or lying in bed at night, you are investing in yourself, and that matters.
Aw, that's beautiful. I love our listeners.
We really do. Now, before we go, we have a question for you in the comments. Here it is.
What is the English question that you find the most difficult to answer? Is it, what do you do? How are you? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Or something else entirely?
Tell us in the comments. We read every single comment and we take note. Your answers might become our next episode.
And if this episode helped you, and I really hope it did, please give it a like, share it with a friend who's learning English, and hit subscribe so you never miss an episode.
We post every week, right here. More conversations, more phrases, more natural English, just for you.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Keep going, keep practicing. You're doing so much better than you think.
Until next time, take care, stay curious, and keep speaking English.
Bye, everyone.
See you next time.